Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 68 of Enter the Gungeon, and we're going to play a normal run today as the hunter, for no particular reason, just some additional practice, I suppose, and some change. I've been playing a lot of non-normal rounds, or runs. Yeah, I thought so. Recently, we've been playing boss rush and shortcut runs. So, I would like to play a regular run from the start. See where it can go. I still have the elevator quest. No, not the elevator quest. The hunting quest for the 5 dragons to do, of course. It was pretty recently since I recorded. Recently I recorded the last episode, so I haven't had that much time to actually get any of them done, so there's still 5 dragons to complete, or to hunt. And I'm going to be working on that off camera, although of course if we do manage to get to the dragon and kill it during this run, or this episode, that is going to tick one off, of course, off that quest, so that's perfectly fine. Of course, although I am reasonably sure that is not going to happen. It's been a couple of days since I played though, so I am a little out of practice, I think. Which happens. I've been a bit busy lately. With a variety of things. Some projects I've been working on. Other games I've been playing. I just finished Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which was interesting. Story-wise, mostly. It was a pretty standard Deus Ex game, with some new stuff, of course, compared to the previous one. Just a brown chest. That's unfortunate. I'm going to save the key for now, in case I find something more interesting. There were a couple of keys to buy in the shop as well, though, if I need to. Okay, so I think that is the floor. Yeah. So, I'm going to fight the boss. It's the Trigger Twins. It should be simple enough. It's really annoying when the bolts go right in between several targets. Ooh, that was close. I have to remember now that if I fail to flawless these two, I'm not going to get a second chance because this is the only boss from this floor I'll be fighting. Dang it. Really should have used a blank there. But I was too slow. But, oh well. If I'd had another second, I could have gotten a blank off. But probably should have put my finger on the button in anticipation. But yeah, such is the way of things. So, we are going to unlock this chest. I'll probably buy at least one key. I can probably only afford one. Ooh. Get double vision, which is a pretty nice item. Okay, we need to buy a key for the next floor. And then we're going to leave. I'm reasonably sure there's nothing else for us here. Can't take that health, unfortunately. Alright, let's see what we have on the next floor. See if we can find anything useful. I shot a lot of those into the pits, which was a bit unfortunate. Since I don't get money for them. Which is a shame, because money is useful. It makes the Gungeon go around and such. Probably. Or maybe that's credits. Who knows? Maybe both. Probably really both. That went pretty well. Get a free key from my dog, which has a name, which I've forgotten, of course, because it's not actually mentioned in-game anywhere, I'm pretty sure. It does say it on the wiki, though. Dang it. Really not doing very well in this run. Like I said, bit out of practice. Which is what happens when you play other things in between. Oh. I suppose the Mega Dowser is technically a beam weapon. Kind of. Or maybe it's more of a stream weapon, similar to the Proton backpack. And maybe others. Sometimes having piercing shots is nice. Ooh. Okay. Here we go into here. I'm going to open this because I have a spare key. Even though it's just a green chest, we have a gun muncher in this room, which is useless to us right now, since we didn't get the crest from the previous floor. There's another blank. Definitely an instance where piercing shots are extra nice. Ooh, dear. That was a bit scary. There's another shotgun kin there. And then we have a door down this way. We're going to see what we have down here. Should still be another chest somewhere. There it is. We'll head this way first. Towards... Oh, okay. That was not what I expected. So, I have to go around to get to the chest. Be fairly simple. There's some more armor for us, which is nice. Still have the double vision activation for the boss. Should be okay, 2 more rooms until we get to the chest. I'm going to refill the crossbow. Okay, that was a terrible shot. Obviously. Complete miss. Some extra money, and then we get to the chest. Which is not a mimic, it's another green chest. And we get the sheller gun, which I will accept. But we do get some curse with it. Let's pop over to the shop quickly. See if there was anything interesting. There's just the Shades revolver, which I don't really want. Alright. So, let's fight the boss. Alright, let's see which one we get. Okay, it's the Amokana. Should be fine. Now, preferably, a flawless this one. It is going to require paying a bit of attention. I kind of forget you have to release. Also should remember. Ooh, that was close. That didn't last as long as I would have liked. But we might get in another charge. Should be able to get a flawless out of this, I think. Yes, nice. Alright. The run is on a bit of an upswing, I think. Ooh. We get the unicorn horn. Yes. which we haven't seen all that much. Like I'm pretty sure I've said before, it's generally available from Cursula as a purchasable item. Oh. I think I want to... Oh, no, there aren't any keys. Okay, we're just going to move on to the next floor then. I think. We have one chest room there and one there. Yes, we have the gun muncher, but I don't really have anything that I want to get rid of, I don't think. So let's just move on. And... Oh, hello. Ah, dang it. That was a pretty difficult dodge. Attempting to synchronize the dodge with both of those waves. And you have a ton of health, don't you? There we go. Okay. Hopefully we'll get some above average chests on this floor, would be nice. You're going for cover, which we're not going to allow. Oh, great. Really hate these rooms. The unicorn horn is pretty similar to the proton backpack in how it locks onto a target. Not quite the same though. So we have a locked shop, which is awful. Really hate that. We don't have a key, of course, or any keys at all. So we might be in trouble if we don't get at least one key. That was close. A lot of pushback on this, which is interesting. It seems certain enemies are more resistant to pushback than others, which is also interesting. Ooh, free chest, which is also a mimic. And we get the grappling hook. I think I'm going to keep the double vision. It's a bit more useful having double damage rather than slightly quicker movement in certain situations. So, yeah. Okay, it's that out of ammo. The crossbow is, of course, not as useful on these later floors as it is on the first floor. It doesn't scale very well. And with how inaccurate it still is, it's not great. Still better than the starting weapon, of course. Not doing... Ooh. Well, that would have been great if I actually had a key for it. So I really, really hope, preferably, that we find one before the boss. There's a very minimal chance for that. Although I'm pretty sure this may be our final room. Yeah. And we have 2 unopened chests. And now we're going to have to fight the boss, and we're going to do so using the shell gun again. And double vision, of course. And it is the Dreadnought. I'd like to set it on fire. Now, flawless would be nice. And there goes that. Which is unfortunate. I know the shell gun can set things on fire. Don't know why it's not. Would like to maximize this. Okay, that's that empty. So we're going to have to use the bow instead. Which I don't think combines that well with double vision. Ow. Given that it is so slow. Might be better off using that with the Mega Dowser, actually. Which, of course, doesn't do particularly huge amounts of damage. Maybe I should have used it with the crossbow. Ow. Should be able to win this, though. I also completely forgotten to use blanks as usual, which I probably should have done. Come on, where are you? Ooh. I actually killed it with a blank, apparently. I think. Okay, so no keys, which is awful. We are going to refill this. Maybe I should have saved this until the boss fight. But it was nice to have. Really unfortunate with the lockdown shop there, because that means that we are going to have to break these. And there we just get some health, which is absolutely abysmal. And from this, we get junk. Great. Oh well. That puts this run back down to terrible, pretty much. Along with some of my performance. Right. So that is where this episode is going to end, because I need to cut it into 2 parts. So you'll be able to see the next part next time. So I will see you then.